Some really, really amazing news just happened that I wanted to share. I have my youngest daughter is the last year is her first. Well, she's worked a lot, but this is her first. She's on her own. She's 19, paying her own bills, and needed to work full-time work. And she's really, really into animals, and got a job at PetSmart, which a lot of people were criticizing her that she should get a job that pays a lot more and not doing what you love doing. But she's as stubborn as her mom and focused on doing what she does love doing, and I kept encouraging her. So there's been a lot of criticism over, the careers that she's doing. Mind you, she's able to pay for her own bills of what she's doing. Anyways, today she's just got a promotion, and that's more of what I wanted to talk about, because as my channel goes, there's patterns that repeat each other, and I'm a people pleaser. And people pleasers usually always lose, and they always tend to attract abusive situations because they're so busy serving. The people that they serve tend to treat them like shit. Which is like, are you feeling like a slave? Chances are, if you're a slave, you're some kind of people pleaser. Anyways, I've been noticing my own personal habits and traits being passed on to my kids, and seeing them repeat, and I see where I've gone wrong, so I'm trying to tell my kids how to sort of not repeat the same pattern, which is really difficult because when they get to this stage, they don't listen to their parents, and it's like, you've already screwed up. What makes you think you know any answers? And it's like, well, if I screwed up and I kind of see where I went wrong, maybe I have some information to offer. And one of the biggest things that I'm trying to convince my daughter is to speak up for herself, and she doesn't do that. She's just waits for people to try and do things for her. And that's the biggest message that I want to tell everybody, is you got to let people know what it is you want. You got to sort of announce it to the world, otherwise don't expect anything to happen. Anyways, she's been there for a long time. She should have had at least 2 or 3 raises since then, but she hasn't bothered asking for a raise, and as long as she's not asking, they won't give it to her. But there's a position that came up that she's really, really wanted, and she was really, really too scared to ask for it. And I've been sort of pestering her to, you got to speak up. And then some people that she works with that are really supportive telling her, you got to ask for it. And so today she went up to her manager and asked for the position. She said, this is the hardest thing I've ever done, is to ask for this. And the manager says, the manager had the biggest smile, because she said she was basically waiting for her to ask, because if she wasn't going to ask, then that meant that she didn't really want it. And she was waiting for her to ask for it, because her words were, you're the first person I thought of for the job. But she would have lost it if she didn't ask for what it is she wanted. Even though she was deserving of it, even though everybody thought she could get it, she wouldn't have got it unless she asked. And it's not confirmed yet. The biggest thing that it's not so much that she's getting a promotion that I'm proud about. I'm proud that the girl had enough courage to speak her mind, and we don't do that. People pleasers don't speak their mind. They're too scared that they won't fit in or they won't be accepted. That's what people pleasers do, is you're trying to get accepted. And as you can tell by my channel, I don't really give a shit whether anybody likes my channel or has anything negative to say. I'm going to speak my mind and do whatever it is I want to do. I am very aware of how do I affect my universe, and I do not want to do anything that does any harm to my world, so I'm very, very aware of it. But I know I offend people because I go about against everybody's beliefs. Because from my research, it says everything you know is completely false. It's not just these lies that the elites do. Everything they know is a lie. So, it's like, don't shoot the elites for being wrong. Somebody lied to them. Their parents before them lied to them. You know, they got books, they got priests, they got everybody's a lie. Nothing is true. Every single science you know is false and proven. I can prove it. That's part of what I wanted to do, is find the research that proves. So anything that's to do with medicine or health, completely wrong. Anything to do with how you perceive your reality, the world, the universe, is wrong. Everything to do with any kind of religion is wrong. Everything to do with government and justice is wrong. Nothing is what it seems. So if I say what the truth is, it's going to go against everything you believe to be true, so it will be offensive. And so it's like when you're really, really careful of what you put out into your world and do harm, the harm that I know that I'm causing is I may offend a few people. And I don't mean that. Don't want to do that. Don't want to cause anybody any pain. Clearly, there are a few people that are getting a little painful, and you know, the only advice I've got to you guys is you might want to calm down a bit before you perceive what it is that I'm saying. After all, it's just an opinion. And if you disagree with an opinion, then I'm open to the conversation. If you really think that what you believe to be true is actually true, then you can withstand a logical, calm conversation. Anybody that tends to come at my channel with a lot of attacks about religion or medicine or government or anything, you want to attack, then have something to say. Hang in with the conversation, be peaceful, calm, and, you know, don't be calling names, because I don't call anybody else names. Little people are really, really far off, so maybe I might be guilty a few times, but I try not to be, because I know everybody's just believing a lot of bullshit, especially the alien things. That's a good little trick there. But part of the biggest thing that every single one of us need to do is you need to put out into the universe what it is you want, or you will never get it. You can't just say, oh, the world's bad, oh, the world's bad, oh, the world's bad, because, you know what, I see kids doing that, and it's like, how long are you going to complain before you start doing something? You know, and that's what I see my daughter do. She's always complaining about things that, you know, it's kind of painful, and it's like, it's painful because she didn't ask. You know, every day that you're going to go in there and not ask for a raise, then don't be upset that you don't have a raise because you aren't going in there and asking for it. So it's almost like this would be a life change for her, because just the words that they said, that she was the top on the list, and she's such a damn good worker. All my kids are really good workers. The boys are tending to do what the corporate world wants them to do. They've gone into it's all about money and not doing what you actually enjoy doing. Where my girls are really focused and stubborn on doing what they love doing and earning a living doing what they love doing. They haven't found their perfect little place, but they're developing their skills to what they need to do. And money is not their prime objective. It's enjoyment of life. So I find that really odd that my girls are seeing that picture, but the boys aren't. The boys are really, really focused on money. So even though we've come from a very challenging, abusive family dynamic, and it could have screwed my kids up big time. Actually, it did. My kids have had ulcers, coughing up blood, manic depressed. I mean, you name the health problems my kids had to go through, and it would have been so easy for them to go down such a wrong path, and they're not. But unfortunately, two of them are going down that path of follow the buck. So I'm sure any of you guys that are awake and know what's going on, you know that your relatives aren't listening to you. So can you imagine how crazy I look to my boys? They really think, especially being on a welfare system, they have this illusion that I'm healthy enough that I should just go out and work. And it's like they can't even comprehend what health issues are. And it's so hard to even talk about that one, because If you do everything wrong, I have a health problem. If I do everything right, my health is perfect. And we can't say that's a cure, because the cure means, this is the medical world now, you are cured of any disease if you have no health reasons that stops you from doing anything that's bad. I don't see how that's a cure. It's like everything that causes your cancer, it's a cure when you get rid of the cancer and still be able to take the poison. That is how our scientific world is looking for cures, is in how many ways can we continue doing the bad thing? And that's impossible. But they're going to keep trying and trying, and they're going to, get you to donate to all of those nonprofits. Let's get rid of cancer. And all they're doing is conning you into giving them money for research of something that you'll never ever get the research from, because it's not designed to, because every one of them would be unemployed if they ever found the cure to cancer. So nobody's interested in any cures. So you got to understand what a cure is. And the cure is behavior. And when you start behaving in alignment with your life, things start to fall into place. So I'm really, really proud of my daughter. She says it was a big wake-up call, and she's going to start opening her mouth a little more. So to all you people pleasers out there, speak up. Let them know what you want. We tend to think everybody should read our minds, but the only minds that people read is their own, and they assume you want what they want. And that is so dead wrong. And that's how you always lose. That's why people don't give you what you want, because they're so busy giving you what they think you want, because you're not speaking up. I'm rambling now. Peace out.